Here's a shout out to a few of the people who support this channel on Patreon. Lisa, Sedona, Terry, Lisa, Gina, Christina, Amanda, Sue, Deetra, Jennifer, Laura Ann, Dawn, Donna, Jackie, Sheila, Cynthia, Patty, Jerry, Chrissy, Linda, Penny, Gayla, Tressa, Edith, Jamie, Janet, Susan, Jennifer, Heather, Jennifer, Barbara, Angela, Melissa, Laura, Linda, Andrea, Erica, Joy, Darlene, Faith, Barbara, Sheila, Cherise, Cynthia, and Bobby. And a huge thank you to my VIPs. Good afternoon. Forgot if it was morning or afternoon. It is morning in most of the country and afternoon on the East Coast. So today we're putting together this tree and these 3D deer. Here, let me get it for you so you can see it this way. I laid down the deer. Oh, you can't even see them. There they are. This tree is even easier than the deer. The tree is so easy. I love this tree. So I'm going to show you how to do it just green, two different colors of green. And then with this, I'll also show you how you can make it smaller. You can make a smaller tree. It'd be really cool to maybe have one this height and then maybe even a smaller one. Whatever you want to make, you can make it in the centerpieces or to put on your mantle, or somebody said in their Christmas village. You can make the tree only this big if that's what you need. You just use the top pieces. It's really easy and it's really fast to cut out. It's not too intricate and I just love it. So we're going to do that today. And if you support my channel for only $2 or more, you get these files. The deer and the tree are in different files because you might want to use them with different things at different times. Also, Alex is not here. He is visiting some family down in West Palm Beach, Florida. So, are we ready to get started? And remember to put your questions in all caps. My name is Melody Lane. If you're new here, please subscribe and click that like button if you want to learn something today. And if you're on Facebook, come on over to YouTube. That's where the best chat is and the answers to your questions. We are live on my Facebook page and in my Facebook group, Cricut Design Space. Okay, let's get started. We're going to start with the deer, just because they're little pieces and I have them all set out on my table. And then we're going to start with the tree and I'm going to show you how easy it is. Okay. So another tip, these deer, I don't think they're really made to glue together, but I got tired of them. Anytime I tried to move them, they would fall over and these pieces would come out. See how the pieces are stuck together like that? So I went ahead and glued in the corners, and I'll show you how to do that on the next ones. They still move a little. These deer are in Cricut Design Space. They have been for years. For probably 6 or 7 years they've been in there, but I made them so much easier. Look at the black. I don't know if you can see it. The black is done with a pen. I did not want to mess with the little pieces, so I tried to make the projects as easy as possible for my supporters, and the black is done with pen. So the Cricut does the black. I didn't have to do it. As you can see here, it was drawn on with a pen. I know it doesn't look like it, but I really did a good job of getting it completely solid, and I only used a fine point pen. This is the Cricut pen, the 0.4 tip black pen for his eyes and mouths on both of the deer. There's something else. Oh, I need to show you guys where to get the file. So if you go to melodylaneinspired.com, pull that over a little. You go to supporter projects. If you are a supporter and you have my password, you go to supporter projects. Do not go to start here. You can go to start here. If you're brand new to my channel and you are not a supporter, then you can go to start here. But once you're a supporter, you get the projects, you go to supporter projects. You put in the password that I give you. It changes on the 5th of the month. Now to find these projects, they are in new right now, but they won't always be in new. Here's the tree. And where's the deer? Did I forget to put the deer in new? Oh, they're right here. I just overlooked them. So this one is the deer. You can also find these in Christmas. You can find the deer in outdoors. You can also search here for 3D. You can search for deer. You can search for tree or Christmas tree. It's not hard to find them. To open my projects, all you have to do is click open. And then click open again. If you are on an iPad, so it's opening it up like this, there are some directions and some supplies you need, and then the shapes that I used. This is made completely out of free shapes. The deer are included in Access. If you don't have Access, the deer will be 99 cents a piece and they will be yours forever. But this tree is completely free shape. So if you don't have Access, it won't cost you a dime. Okay, I already have the project open, so this is what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and click Make It to show you how to save paper or save mats. Okay, so I have two different colors of green. They look similar, but they are different. And this one wants to put this on the next page. What I do is click on this, move object, and then just put it on the one next to it and move it down here. There's plenty of room. Okay, and then this only uses 1.5 sheets. Okay, we're going to cancel. Now I want to show you how to make it. If you want your tree to be shorter, what you want to do to make this the easiest way possible is to go down to the bottom of the trees. They're the ones with the whole eyeball that you see. You can hide. These are in order. So if you want a smaller tree, you could hide these and just cut those. Now, for some reason you need another one, you can always go back and bring these back. And for the white part, because you saw mine also has white, what I did is I went back and grabbed all of these, selected all of them, went up. Next to operation, there will be a little question mark because they are different colors. And then you can change it to white. And that's what I did. Now, let me show you when I click Make It. Now, I didn't save it as white. I just cut it as white. So then it would be back to the original. This says 5 sheets, 5 mats. I did it in only 3 mats. So I moved things around and got them all to fit on 3 mats. Some of it took some moving around. I think I even moved some of these smaller ones to fit inside these. Like, let's go back up to this one. Like, I can move this over, move that up there, move that up there, move this one, just make sure it's not touching any of the others. You know what? I could even stick this one over here and move that up. Move that up there. Move this to another one. Can I fit it here? Probably. I'll move that over. Move that up. Move this one up. You can rotate them to maybe make them fit better also. And I don't remember exactly how I did it, but I did get these and only 3 mats. It did take a little messing around with it. And I did these on glitter paper. Okay. And then the stars, I'll show you how to glue those together and get those going. Okay. Let's go back here. Okay. Let's start with the deer. So the deer have 2 sets of legs. And the deers have these little, can you see these little, they're like almost like half circle, just little cut lines. That shows you where to put these. So you want those, so I can see the cut lines on both of those, so I know what goes where. These legs are not exact. When I put them together how they should be, see how they're like that? But I want the tops where I can glue the little circles on. I have some extras because then I lost some and I thought, oh my gosh. You know what? I'm going to try something. Yeah, this is my weeding tool. That is the pointy point. And it comes with this little rubber thing. And that little rubber thing, oh, it's not going to work now. It was helping me pick up these little things. See? Isn't that fun? Okay, I'm using art glitter glue for this. And I'm just going to put, all the circles are kind of different. I say just put them where you want. I put 3 different sizes on. Do not cover up the little slit lines. I'm going to put this on. And this one. Yes, I use Cricut cardstock. Okay. Okay, so those are drying. Now we're going to put the nose on the deer. So the top of this goes to the top of his head. And this piece goes around this bottom area. I just love that I did not have to deal with those little black pieces. And this line here goes next to the slit right down here. So I'm trying to get this right, because if I do, it all just falls into place. There we go. Oh, and then the other part here, this little point goes on the other side of the slit, and along the bottom. So that's like the belly of the deer. And then we even have one for the other side. So this will go up like that on the back. Whoops. Oh, I just put glue on the wrong side. I'm just going to wipe it off. I don't know how I did that. Glad it's on the back. Scrape some of that glue off. Okay, and then there's another little point that goes this way. And we're going to move that on the other side of the slit. Okay. Oh, now I turned it over and I have this piece too far down. See what I did? It's coming down too. So next time you do that, turn it over and make sure it's right before it glue dries. Okay. Now we have these two little pieces. Looks like a monkey head, I think. Both of the slits go up. And the bigger one goes into the front legs and the smaller one in the back legs. And these slits go inside each other. Like that. And then we are going to put on the legs. So I'm going to turn it so the little spots are on the outside. And we're going to put that through that front hole. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and put this back one on. I don't know if there's a better way to do it. I kept doing it all different ways. I don't know if it matters. Okay, so I have the back legs on, or the back side. It's not really the back legs, it's front and back. And now I'm just going to get these on. Just kind of put them through like that. Now they will stand. You don't have to glue them. I highly suggest you do, unless you want to take it down and fold it flat for storage. They are fine if you just, see, now look, this front one came off. If you just get them on a shelf and don't touch them, and you're not going to have kids touch them or anything, you don't need to glue. But if anybody is going to touch these or play with them, I'd glue them, because it became very frustrating. And what I did is I just put glue on the inside, just mostly at the top. On the inside, oh, that one's not touching the thing. You want it to touch both pieces. I think that's good. Kobe is snoring. And then you can just let it sit and dry. So we'll let him dry there. Now we're going to do the other deer. His little slit didn't come out well. I mean, it's fine now. I just didn't get it up. And he's pretty much the same as the other. We're going to, whoops. It's not dry yet. See what happened? And the tree is much easier than this. Not dry. Okay, we're gonna stick some dots, some spots on the deer. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, got those done. Now the front of the face of the deer and the belly. I have found it's easier to line this up at the bottom next to the slit. And then this top part right here. So I lined it up next to the slit here, and then I also pushed it so this top little piece would go to the edge of his neck here, and then everything else lays into place. Let's go put his, oh, we forgot his other part. You can't even really see this part. Can from the bottom. And then can put the back on, put the glue on the correct side this time. And don't put it over the edge so you see it from the front. Put glue just here. And push that to the slit. Make sure you don't have anything over the slit so you can still put the little slit parts in. The deer are in Cricut Access. The tree is something I designed, it's made out of free shapes. Okay, I'm gonna put this back side on. And his front side. Now this wasn't too hard. And he stands up. I'm going to go ahead and put glue inside the corners. It's just a point. This is just, comes in Cricut's weeding tool, I think, weeding tool kit. I also have it Which one is it? Nope, that's the True Control knife. Nope, that is too. I have one like, oh wait, here it is. You can also get it in the True Control knife weeding kit too. So you can use it like this, which is nicer because it has that nicer handle. And you can switch that out. Okay, we are done with glue until we get to the star. Okay, we're gonna move these guys out of the way. I need to warm up my glue gun. So that's my glue gun mat. Here's my glue gun. Put this on high, just because I like it to warm up. Okay, so the description and in my post, like on Patreon and that, I give you a link to this. You don't have to use this pack. I like this pack because it comes with different sizes. The 3/16 is the size that fits the circles perfectly. I did not use that for this. I didn't have this yet. I just got these yesterday. These bamboo skewers is what I used. I got from the grocery store. That's what I used on here, and there's plenty of room on here. These will spin. They will spin individually or together. And it's a little crooked. You can't tell it's crooked. I can tell it's crooked. I could have held it up straight better, but this size will be straight. This size is the same size as this 1/8. Where did those go? Okay. Are they in here? Oh, those are in here. Let me show you the different sizes. This 1/4 will be too big for this project, but you never know when you might need them for another project. That's why I got these. If you want to make different size trees, like a smaller tree, I would use the 1/8, the smaller one, because you can cut it off better, because it's thinner. So I would use the smaller one for the smaller trees. So today we're going to use this size because I haven't actually made one with this size. I did test it. And these are 12-inch. I did have 6-inch is all I had before, and it's not tall enough unless you're going to make a short tree about half the size, which would be okay, but then I'd want one in the middle. So that's why I suggested to get these. If you have a wooden dowel, you only need one of these per tree. So I just wanted to show you the options. And we're going to be using this one. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this out. And I'm going to stick these back in the package so I will know what size they are. That's another problem I have. Okay, I also use pony beads. Do not separate this because it comes with 2 of these. The link I give you is for this color, and it comes with 2 of these. I counted, I used on the first tree, I used 23 beads. So that's why I say you need 23. Oh yeah, this comes, if you didn't know, the True Control knife, there is a True Control knife weeding kit. So it has 5 different tips that you can use. One is the knife, one is this, and other weeding tools that you can use with this. It does not just come with the kit, and you cannot buy the tips separately. Okay, and this is one of the ones I used for this tree. So I only have 2 of these left. I I'm not quite sure where I got these. They could be Arteza. And then I also got these. Just dropped one. These are ornaments. They already have a hole pre-drilled in them, but I'm going to go ahead and use this one. I did not pre-drill any holes in these. You do not have to. But today we're going to try it on this one. Okay, and here's a tip for the little beads. I took the beads out, and so I put them in this tape because I'm like, I don't have just a little bitty bowl, and if I spill the bowl, they'll roll over. So I just put them in this tape just to keep them in place as I need them. For this tree, these are not glued on or anything, so I have to hold the top. For this tree, I use the darker brown ones. And the other one, we're going to do lighter ones. I'm also going to take these off of this to show you how to do the white ones. I did not cut the white ones again. Oh, but I also wanted to show you how I took them off the mat. Let me move these things. So this is the last mat I had, but I wanted to show you because you can rip these pretty easy. So what I did is, don't just take this and rip it up because you're going to rip it right there. I bend the mat and pull it up carefully. It took me less than 10 minutes just to cut all the pieces for the tree on these 4 mats. So I'm bending this down to grab that, bending this down to grab that one, and then bending it to grab this one. Once you get like half of it up, then you can pick it up, but don't just rip it from one piece or even 2. It wants to rip. Once you get 3 of them up, then you can pull them up. Okay, I'm not going to worry about the mat right now. Okay, here's all my pieces. Now we have to put them in an order from, what I do is I put larger to smaller, and then we flip it over because we're going to start with the larger ones. Or, yeah. So I'm going to take these out. I know some of these are the smaller ones. And it's every other color also, unless you cut them all out of the same color. Okay. It looks like this is the biggest one. Rip that little part off. And then we're going to look for the next color. And then the next color. Having them different colors like this really helps in knowing which size is which. Oh, and I will also want to show you how to roll them, because I did roll them like a flower, kind of. I'll show you. Looks like this size is the next one. Then I need a darker one. That would be that one. Then this size. See, it's not too hard to decide which is bigger. Especially because it's every other color. Okay, so now I have them all like this. I'm gonna flip them over. And where's my little stick? Okay, so I got one of these little sticks. You can use a pencil. You can use anything round if you want. And what I did is kind of bend these. You know, like you curl ribbons? It's like with scissors. It's like that, but not very hard at all. Oh, hi, Alex. I'm not pushing hard or pulling hard. I'm just kind of putting my thumb on it just so it just curves down just a little bit, because I don't know, the way the trees are, I don't think they're straight out. I like they kind of go down, especially if they get heavy with snow. You don't have to do this. This is just my choice for doing this. So they curve down just a little bit. And then I'm gonna well, I guess I'm gonna do this on all of them really fast. So if you have questions right now, I can kind of look at the questions while I do this. You can even bend some just down like this. I also did this to the white ones. Whoops, I just ripped that off. So this one's going to be the top. Remember, if you grab this and pull really tight, you just might rip it. They do not all have to be the same. I don't want them the same. This just gives your tree more texture. I think it makes it look more real, though of course it's a paper tree. It doesn't look like a real tree. Could you make the tree with bonded fabric or burlap? I don't know about that. You could put the bonded fabric on the paper and do it. See how much higher my tree is now? It's not so flat. Surely you missed putting the deer together. Yes, post in the groups after you make your tree. If you use the hashtag Melody Lane Inspired, you will be entered to win $25. I give away every Wednesday. Okay. So remember this pile before? Now it's a bigger pile. We're going to flip it over again. Okay. Oops. I think I still need more of these. So what I did is I just made a slit in the top of this so I don't lose all the beads. I'm taking these out ahead of time. And there are two different colors of light, and there are two different colors of dark. I'm just using both. This one also has clear ones. You could also do that. You could get white ones. You don't have to choose these colors. These are the colors I chose because I wanted it to look like a tree. Okay, this is plenty. Okay, so what we're going to do first, where's my stick that we're going to, no, wrong stick. These are both short ones. Here it is. Okay. Just want to make sure I know where it's at. Okay, we are going to hot glue this into the center of the wood. Now you do not have to use these wound. You don't have to use the wound pieces. You don't have to use these. You can use anything you want. You can use chipboard, cover it with paper if you want, and glue this bead right to the chipboard or other wood or a frame you have. Anything you want to use as the bottom. I have this, I put white on it because I made the snow tree, but I have this little wooden thing. It's actually a frame on the other side, and this is the back. You could glue it right to this if you know you're going to use it on that forever. But I liked it on the little round things just so I can move them around and put the trees where I want them after I make them. If I were to glue it on here, I might get them too close or something, and I want to be able to move it. You could cut out, you can even put them on a coaster. I think you can glue them to a coaster. I don't see why not. I only used 2 different greens on my tree. Yes, Dollar Tree pony beads would work too. I just didn't go out looking for things. I just go to Amazon. You can use them from the Dollar, I didn't know they had them at the Dollar Tree, but I'm putting a thing of glue down here. I know they have them at Walmart. And I'm putting that bead down. So you can see that down. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue inside, not fill it all the way to the top, but just put a little in there and stick this in. Now don't burn yourself. And we want to hold this straight. It doesn't look straight to you probably because you're right underneath the camera, or you're not right underneath the camera. That's more underneath the camera, but I can't hold it still. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I started off with 4 beads, and I'm going to put a little hot glue in between each one. Now I only did this on the bottom ones. I did not glue any of the other beads on. Nothing else was glued on. I'm only putting just a little bit on the bottom just so it gives it more stability. Okay. I'm going to turn this back to low because I think I'm pretty much done with the gluing. All right. Now we're going to put the biggest piece on. Stick it down, and I think I put 2 in between most of these until I got to the top. So then we put 1 on, and then we put 2 beads on. And then put the paper on. Put 2 beads on. Okay, now, who thinks they can do this? Yes, lights would be pretty. I have not figured out lights. I don't know how we would get lights in here. Now when I made the other one, I kept forgetting to put the beads on. So then I'd have to pull off the paper. Now with the smaller tip, these just fell down. But I have to... Oh, Shirley says to infuse the coasters like a tree skirt. So put infusible ink or sublimation on the coasters and then glue this to it. Now you can move these too, so they're not right. I don't like them all on top. I like them, you know, jagged. Oh, two more. Dismindy says you could attach lights with museum wax. My problem is, how do you just put them around the tree then? Huh, I'll have to try that. I'll show the dowels again at the end. Now I think I'm gonna start, no, I'm gonna put two on this one. I'm looking at the other tree. Let me count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I think I'm gonna go to single ones. So meaning only one little thing there. You know what? I changed my mind. Let's do it after 11. Because I changed it on that one because it had more layers because of the snow. Now I'm just going to do single ones. I'm going to need more beads. I counted, I used 23 on the first one I did. I didn't count these. I guess I don't need that many. Okay. So here it is. You can move these so they don't match up. That's the tree, except for the star on top. Now you could put a green bead or something different up here. Now, do you want me to show you how I did the snow tree and show you on the smaller dowel? See how easy that is? Okay, This one's even easier because I used a smaller rod, but it was a little more not as straight. Okay, we're gonna show you the star after we do this. So I'm gonna take these off. So when I did the snow, I just put these layers on top of each other. I didn't glue these, although you could glue them if you want them to stick right on top. I didn't want that. I like that it shows the green through. You can just do the white ones if you want to, where you don't do any green at all and you only use white. Do you want me, I think, you tell me, but do you want me to try to make a smaller tree? So I'm going to take these off and keep them together, and I'm just turning them over like this. Yep, skewers will work just fine. That's what this one is. You can see the point on the top. These are on my Patreon or channel supporters. And I made these out of free shapes. This is a little arm exercise too. Going up and down, up and down. What can I use to cut the skewer? It's already glued on there. I think, can I use those Tim Holtz scissors? Okay, so here's this one. This is a skinnier skewer. It's not completely straight in there, but it's pretty good. Okay, so to make the snow one, you just cut it out in white. And I put them on together. Now you could put the just all white on, but like I said, I like the green ones. But we're gonna try to make this smaller. So I'm gonna take some of these away. I think that'll be enough. This is 4 layers. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're gonna try it with just taking away the bottom 4 layers. I could put these on at the same time. Oh, and then 2. See how these fall down easier because the skewer is thinner? This is 1/8. I don't have a Dremel. I have a miniature table saw I've never used. I'm not even sure where it's at. It was one of those Facebook ads. And I'm like, that looks like fun. I never even opened the box. Yes, I did the alternate green colors because that's all I cut out. And then I cut out the white. I changed them all to white like I showed in the beginning of the video and just put these on. Now I could put these on like this so they're kind of right on top of the green, or this one I put a little glitter on, this green. I was testing it out. You can move them so it's not all green. I mean, it's not all white, although it's not all white anyway. The problem is with a knife though, it's already stuck on here, I kind of just want to do scissors to cut it up here. And I don't know how long it would be. Like, I don't know where I need to slice it at either until I get these on. I just put one in this time. I think I'm just going to use one for the rest of it. Okay, this is the last one. Okay. Now I don't want to cut it off at the tip here because I want to put a star on it. And I probably would have taken out another bottom piece just to make it a little shorter. Let me see. I think these Tim Holtz scissors will work. They seem to cut a lot. Oh yeah, they cut right off. That was easy, much better than a knife. And then will the star fit on there? Yes. Okay, so it's hard for you guys to tell the difference in the height of the trees. Oh, and this one has a thicker bottom too. That's too why. Can you see that? Let me switch cameras. Okay. Oh, and congratulations to Elon Musk for getting Time Person of the Year. Time Magazine Person of the Year. So here's the different heights of the tree. Like I said, you can make this any height you want. Do you like it better with the snow or without the snow? That was so easy to cut that top off too. Okay. Let's go back. I'll show you how to do the star. And then for those that missed it, I'll show you the dowels. You only need 3. I just cut a bunch of them because I wasn't sure how I was going to make that star. I made these in my crafting Zoom. Like I put the first one together in my crafting Zoom. Anyone who supports my channel for 99 cents or more has access to my crafting Zoom 24/7. So you can go in there and craft with friends, meet new friends, make family, and ask questions, learn from other people. Please remind me of the tree is the stop motion Rudolph Christmas movies. Oh, these remind me. I read please instead of these. Oh, yeah. They kind of do remind you of that, don't they? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these stars, just their arms. So I'm going to glue 2 arms together. So just these 2 arms. I don't know what you call these. I guess they're points. I'm calling them arms because I have the one point at the top and the arms. So we're putting glue only on there and then gluing the other piece to it so they can kind of line up together. And I'm not doing very well. There we go. So I'm gluing that together. I think I like the shorter one better too. Okay, so now I'm bending it. These two pieces are glued together. You see how that is now? Now I'm going to glue one more star to these two arms right here, to these 2 points. See, to me, this is the head, the arms, and the feet of the star. I'm like forgetting what this is. So that's going to glue onto those. So I'm going to put glue on the arms. Oh, you know what? I do use the hot glue gun for the top of the star. I was thinking I did, but then I couldn't remember until just now. So now I'm just trying to put this star together, match up the points. Whoops, those points aren't matched. Match them up and hold them till it dries a little bit. Check and make sure they're kind of even. Yes, if you're going to put lights on it, let's see it with lights. Please share in my Facebook groups. Okay. So now it's open at the top, and I don't want it open at the top. So I'm going to stick just a teeny bit of hot glue at the top and close it up. So I just put a little hot glue up there, and I'm going to close it up until it dries, cools. Hot glue doesn't dry, it cools. But we want the bottom open. And then you can just set that on. Now, if you want to, you can glue these on so they don't come off. I'm going to put my pen back in this glue. I'm going to unplug my glue gun. So now we have these extra pieces. And I think you're good. Let this get out of the way. And you can put the, I'm going to lay them down just so you can see them here. Put the little deer there next to the trees. I have those little finger protectors. I just don't use them. Can you run the lights up the skewer in the loose rounds? You would have to put the tree parts on before you put the lights on. Let me see if I have some lights. I don't know if Alex has used them all. I'm still here. Chat amongst yourselves. I don't know how to turn these on. Or if they're just dead. Oh. Okay, I got some lights. Uh-oh. They're way too long. I'm not sure where these lights came from, but they got this battery thing. Well, here, I'm going to try to put them in the tall tree since I have some. I got to find the end of the line. And I want to start at the top so the wire comes. Well, look, those just broke off. So you can break them off at the top and then they still work? Because these are too long. These that I have. I do not like putting lights on a tree. Oh, I wonder if I can just turn the tree. I don't know. This is going to take more time. And you can you're going to see that wire. So maybe different lights would be better. But you could work really hard on getting these. And maybe I'll work on that, getting these on. It's just going to take time. And I don't want to take up all your guys' time to do that. These have different settings. I might sit and play with this and figure it out. There we go. So there's a lot of different settings. Okay. All right, who's gonna make this tree? Does anybody have any last? Oh, I forgot to show you the dowels that I used. I used the 3/16 and the 1/8. Is that 1/8? Yeah, that's the 1/8 one that I used on the skinny one, and the 3/16 where I had to push down the things that kind of fit perfectly. Okay. This glue gun is not cordless. Loretta says, what if you put them on as you were building? The only thing then is the end of the lights would be at the top. And then you'd still have to have it come down unless you want them coming off the top of the tree. Looks like the deer should get them. Oh, yeah, it does. Look at the deer. Did I show you the tree this way? Yeah, I did. I remember now. Such a pretty, I just love these trees. Do you guys love the trees too? Remember, you can make a whole forest of them. Yeah, these lights are longer lights. I think I need smaller lights. I think they even have little fairy lights at the Dollar Tree. I'm reading more questions in the chat. Oh, Linda was asking how to access the Zoom. So if you go into Patreon, and if you go to my Patreon, patreon.com/Melody Lane, and there's a little search so you can search my post. If you search Zoom, you will see it. I think it was posted on December 5th. All right. Yeah, I think I do have, I have two glue guns. I think my other one is cordless. They're both Sure Bonder ones, and I have different tips for them. David's asking where I get the template for the branches. That is one of the projects I share with my supporters. If you go to patreon.com/Melody Lane, for only $2, you get over 1,000 projects. And this is one of them. Some of them, most of them are Cricut Access images that I create. A lot of them are free images of shapes that I create. Like I have the large flowers. Most of those are made with free shapes. This tree is made with free shapes. How many sheets of cardstock needed? If you watch the beginning of this video, I show you how to save paper. I did the white pieces. I did all the white pieces on only 3 mats. I had to maneuver and move them around a little bit. And the green pieces are 2 different colors. So you need 2 sheets of 12 by 12 for the green ones. 2 sheets each. So there's 4 mats for the green. They have it set as 5, but if you move some images around, I did show that in the beginning of the video. Cats, I might have used these for the graduation luminaries. I don't know. Hello, David in Puerto Rico. All right. All right, guys. I will see you on Thursday. And please, if you make this, share it. Share it with the hashtag Melody Lane Inspired, and you may be winning something on Wednesday or the next Wednesday or a Wednesday a year from now. All right, guys. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.